Top of the morning. I actually just dropped my son off, y'all. I'm feeling good. Vitamin C. Is it good for you? Then it's good for me. Doing through in the morning with your orange juice. Get some vitamin C in your world, man. Then it's good for you. Now listen, y'all know I had to do that, right? If you guys haven't already, man, go stream Lemon Water. We're pushing it all summer. Go stream the project, guys. That's just a little groove. My man's on way. All right. Let's get to what you guys came here for. Mini camp, recap, updates, all that good stuff. I got about 5-6 winners. I don't know. I put the number on the headline, but I got a bunch of winners from mini camp. Number one is Jabril Cox. Now, with Jabril Cox, you know, I went on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. Keep up with some of my thoughts. Some of them be very random. Some of them be Cowboys related. Just life. I'm a lifer. Y'all know that. It can't be all football with me. I love music. I love sports. I love, you know, everything DMV. You know, it's my home, man. So I love my people. I love coaching, all that type of stuff. Jabril Cox. Let's get into it. I had some thoughts on Jabril Cox. And I said, let's weigh the good and the bad. So you heard on Tuesday, Jabril Cox being mentioned as having an excellent practice, flying around, doing all those types of things. And you're saying, wow, this is what you want to hear. Number one, when you look at this defense and you look at the position groups and you look at just how deep certain position groups are, you might say maybe linebacker could be the weakest. And not weak in a sense that it's just a bad group. Just weak is it's not as deep. I mean, listen, looking at Mozzie and Hankins lined up next to each other, that's special. Looking at Micah year 3, D-Law who hasn't dropped off at all. Sam Williams year 2. Sam Williams, you go back and really watch his film, that guy can really do it. Like, I think we took him for granted. At DN, Fowler at DN, Dorrance at DN. That's a deep group. Then you look at corner. Like last year, it was like, okay, Anthony Brown's our other corner, opposite Diggs. We know who's going to get attacked. But now you think about Gilly, who I'm hearing is looking like himself, running around. I really like listening to Stephon Gilmore talk. Really well-spoken person, quiet confidence. I really like him. Clarence Hill asked him some good questions. And think about him and Diggs. Like, that's a top 10 duo for sure. Like, people can say whatever they want. And then you look at our safety room. Like, so when you talk about Jabril, you say, he's in the room that if there's an injury, maybe if something happens to LVE, anything, he has an opportunity to get on the field. But that being said, you hear that he's doing some nice things. Now, what I want to see and what I want to make sure of is what? I want to make sure that he can do it when the pads come on. You have to be able to play good linebacker when the pads come on. Now, it's clear that the Cowboys have made more of an effort to stop the run, to want to be physical. I think Damone Clark came in, hit the ground running as that type of a player. But Jabril's calling card was always his speed, his ability to run, and his ability to cover and to diagnose. I think if you compare that with how Dallas now wants to play the run and kind of free up some of these backers to just run through lanes, I think that could bode well for Jabril. So the good is that he's making plays 707. And with camp, right, I always tell people with mini camp, especially, pads aren't on. And Mike McCarthy's making sure that he's doing a good job, them not being too physical. Even the players are speaking on it, right? Certain positions you're seeing what you want to see. One of these next guys I'm gonna talk about, it's like, okay, with 707, you see him running around, you see him making touchdowns. That's good. Line, D-line, O-line, linebacker. 707 is good, but that's not where they will shine, if that makes sense. That's not where they will shine. So that'll be interesting. Brandon Cooks, on the other hand, it's been reported, and my good buddy John Machota, who was on the channel, if you guys haven't seen it, make sure you guys go check out the interview that I did with John Machota. It was awesome. Brandon Cooks is already catching touchdowns from Dak Prescott. Apparently he had to highlight it today, the play of the day. That's what you want to hear. And it just gets me excited, because I'm like, listen, we talk about depth in some of these groups, and if Brandon Cooks can be that true Robin, he does not have to be Brandon Cooks 1,000 yards. He doesn't. But if he can be a Robin, if he can be that true Robin and continue to take pressure off of CeeDee Lamb and just beat number 2 corners, he doesn't have to beat the 1. CeeDee will beat the 1. We'll move CeeDee in the slot. We'll make sure that he's part of the game plan. But if Brandon Cooks can continue to take pressure off of him and continue to beat his guy consistently, I really and truthfully do believe that that this offense, that the sky's the limit for this offense. And maybe the sky's not even the limit. Now, one thing that I know about Mike McCarthy is, just listening to him talk, he wants to make sure that these guys have a clear, concise plan of how we want to play offense. We're not going to be trying things. What we like is what we like. We're going to take our matchups and we're going to run the football based off of that. I think that we'll see more play action than we've ever seen. And I think that that's a good thing, because if you can if you can get Cooks these free releases on these deep overs and some of that stuff where all the resources are being used for CeeDee, that's just a special thing. And the fact that he's already making plays, that is like, okay, cool. This team gets it. And you're still hearing it. We can put Jalen Tolbert. You're still hearing that he hasn't tempered off, and that he's still making plays. So that's cool. I think that that's exciting, because now it's like, okay, this offense, I do believe that this defense is better than this offense right now. And I think that this defense will end up being a top 3 unit in the NFL. I really believe that. With what they did with free agency and then shoring up the middle of that defense, a top 3 unit in the NFL. Remember that. But if the offense could be like a top 11 unit, top 10 unit, we cooking with grease, baby. This is a big one for me. And again, going back to that John Machota interview, if you haven't watched it, go check it out. Hunter Luepke was mentioned by Stephen Jones. Check me on that. He was even Stephen Warmark. I watched so many interviews, I might have missed it. Who exactly? But anyway, he's been mentioned as a short yardage back. And apparently he's out there moving around really well. I really think that Hunter Luepke is going to play a role. He's somebody who, if you go back to my draft cover, so this isn't me just making this stuff up on the fly. Like, if you go back to my draft covers, he was one of my late round sleepers. He's a niche player. But now you get him in the room with all of these weapons on this team, you just can't focus on everybody. So let's say you put him at H-back. Let's say you show him as a blocker and then you leak him out to the flats, and he has that ability to run after the catch, because Hunter can catch and he can run after the catch. But he's also physical, extremely physical. I think that is one where I'm like, this is interesting. Because if he comes in and he has a better camp than Rojo and some of those guys, and you're also hearing that Deuce Vaughn is working with the first team in 2 minutes, and if it's that youth movement, then now we start to get answers in our running back room that we didn't have. So that's interesting. And then my last one is Tyler Smith's position flex. Now, everybody, I'll be honest, I want Tyler Smith at left tackle. But hearing him talk and listening to his energy, because Clarence Hill tried to trick him. And I respect Clarence for asking the tough questions. Hey, did they tell you that you're going to play left tackle? Do you want to play left guard? Why are they moving you back and forth? And he didn't take the bait. Tyler's smart. He said, "Oh, it's about me getting as many reps, and this is the plan." And one of the things that he said that I really like, he said, "Hey, I wasn't caught off guard." I don't think people understand. To us, it's just like playing Madden. You just click on a depth chart. Oh, just put them right here. Oh, just put them right there. No, these guys are players. They don't always just want to be thrown here, there, everywhere. Even if he's a young player, they don't want to do that. And so the fact that he was able to speak on it, talk, speak like listen, I want to play where they want me at. Okay? I want to play, and he was able to paint that picture. I think that he does get it now. The truth is, you can't tell me that in his mind, he's like, dog, just leave me at a position. Just let me get comfortable. But I believe that, like he said, they're working so many different combinations. Everybody went up into a roar. Yeah, this is what we need to do. This is our best five. And I get it. Healthy Tyron Smith is 100% your best five. But Tyron Smith has not been healthy in the last 5 years, guys. 5 years. So we just have to have those tough conversations. So for me, that's our mini camp recap notes. You guys have any notes, any questions? You guys jump in, let me know. Get in the chat box. I've been trying to do a better job of answering the chat box questions. As always, it's your boy Foots. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I wanted to get back to a car video. My dad's been at the house all week. We went fishing. I just dropped my son off. But I wanted to kind of get back to some car videos. I'm stretching these videos out so we can get through this training camp period and this dead season. So I'll have some stuff coming your way. I think I'm going to keep going with 2 videos a week. And then once the season and preseason comes, 3 videos. All right. It's your boy Foots. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. You guys have a great day. I know in the DMV, the air quality is kind of trash, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. Maybe wear a mask when you're outside. Keep them babies inside. All right, it's your boy Foots. Much love, y'all. Much, 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 much love. Peace.